lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it, unlock it, lock it, lock it, lock it, lock it. Beautiful. Roller coaster ride in the fast lane, got the roof down, kiss me hard.
These are the ladies tonight. This is Eva and Luanne. You know Luanne from the last episode. We are going to be talking about what women want, and we know. So what I want to do is start with questions. These are questions that guys wrote in to my Instagram, and we're going to answer them for you right now. Number 1, do girls really hate it when guys open doors for them?
No.
Take it away. No?
No, absolutely not.
I don't know how that rumor got started.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think maybe in Seattle, I don't know how this is everywhere, but I do sometimes see women they're like, I can open the door myself.
Of course, we all know that we can open the door ourselves.
We
know
know that.
this.
We all know this.
Yes.
What's the problem?
It's not like you're mansplaining how to open the door.
Yeah, like if you offer to buy a girl a drink and she's like, I can buy my own drink, okay? Just find another girl.
Exactly.
There are lots of girls out there who'd like a free drink. Just
Exactly.
find
I
one.
would like a free drink.
Yeah.
Always.
Same.
I would also like a door open for me.
I have something to say about it though, because I really thought about this, and I think a good answer to this is if it's comfortable and natural, open the door. If you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. I open the door for people right. But don't open the door like 5 minutes before they get there, or like make them like run.
Right.
Because they're
That's
feeling
so awkward.
so awkward. Don't run ahead of someone and open the door for them. Super awkward. And don't, like, if you're opening the door for a woman, like undress her with your eyes as she walks in front of you. Uncomfortable. And that's maybe why some women are like, don't. Like, don't ask for their number. Just open the door if it's a natural movement, and like it should be cool.
And if the girl doesn't like it, then she's not for you. It's super simple.
I mean, but even, I don't even know if that's the question. Like, if it's she's for him or not. It's just like they're
like
afraid
if she's
to get like.
if she's like doesn't like the whole door opening situation, and like that's you and that's your true self, like then that's not the right girl for you.
Just
you know
push
what I
off.
mean?
Be like,
Yeah.
bitch.
And don't be like
And move on with your day.
That was bad advice.
That's
advice, Shannon.
That's what I would say. If I opened a door for a girl and she was like, I can open it myself, I'd be like,
I mean, I totally do the same thing,
Right.
but
Right. We're all in a place where we can agree. We, as women, know how to open doors.
Yeah.
It's not something we need to prove to the
not
world.
rocket science.
So
it's just a very nice gesture.
It is a nice gesture.
Yeah. It's very gentlemanlike,
I don't think it
respectful. I think it kind of symbolizes respect, at least for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Number 2, how can you tell if a girl likes you?
It is a little tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is a tricky one.
No, we're kind of tricky about
I think if like she gives you the, well, no, I was gonna say give you the time of day, but that doesn't mean much.
Okay, so if you have to send multiple texts before she replies, shut it down.
That's true.
Yes.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Shut it down. Like recently, just as a little example, I had someone send me multiple texts, and then on one of the dating apps, it sent me a message on there. Are you getting my texts?
Oh my gosh.
Of course I am.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I be getting your texts?
Silence is an answer.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Silence is a deafening no.
Yes. It's loud.
No.
It's a loud answer.
It is.
So
yeah.
there's one way to know.
Totally. Okay, and so a guy wrote in after I put that question on my Instagram. A guy wrote in and he's like, if she's making eye contact with you and like licking her lips and like touching her face and her hair, she likes you. And I said, or she really wants and likes your attention. That's why girls are tricky.
Yeah.
A lot of us are attention whores. Guilty.
Guilty.
As charged.
I'm very guilty.
I think that's across the board, like men and women.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like?
There are some girls who
doesn't
like
like
put a
that?
hoodie on and hide out in the corner. We're not those girls.
Yeah.
What I have to say about this is if a girl likes you, she will want to be physical with you. I think that is the only way that you can know for sure. If she is kissing you, if she is having sex with you, that doesn't actually mean anything.
Yeah.
Here's what means something. Proximity, okay? So if, whether or not you kissed or had sex or anything like this, okay, if you take a girl out and she doesn't want to go home, like she's still with you, and like you spend the night and maybe she doesn't want to have sex, but she's like laying next to you and like cuddling with you, she likes you. She likes you. If she doesn't want to go home, like if she's gone if you guys had sex and she's gone before you wake up, like
No.
she
That
just
was
wanted to
fun.
have
Yeah.
sex.
That was fun. That was a
You're
relationship.
a boy toy. If she's still there and like her arms wrapped around you or like she's close, she's into you. That's, I think, the best way to know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's no confusion there, right?
Yeah. And if she refuses to go home with you, like it could just be a respect thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be that like she doesn't like you or she's not into you.
And a lot of girls play games.
They do.
But here's the thing. If the girl's playing a game and she's like, doesn't call you for 2 days or doesn't respond to your text for 2 days to make you like sweat it out or whatever, which is probably not even what you're doing, you're probably just with other girls. But if she thinks she's like playing this game with you, you can still tell because when you are with her, when she's with you, she's gonna be like close. She's gonna be like finding ways to touch you and smell you and get you all inside of her, even if it's just the air you're breathing. Another way. I need some more.
Great start.
Another way that you can tell if a girl likes you, I told my son this, my 10-year-old, because this girl, oh my god, this girl totally was into him, and the reason I know is because she moved, okay, this is gonna sound dumb, now it's gonna sound like I'm making this up, but if a girl rearranges herself so that you are in her peripheral vision, so that like she can like keep an eye on you. If you're somewhere, like you're on a train, you're on a bus, you're somewhere in public space, and this girl turns her back to you and is looking in a different direction, she does not like you. If she moves, okay, this doesn't mean she likes you, but this is like a little sign. If she moves and turns towards, so like she's totally not looking at you, but like she can like still see you, she could like you, but anyways, use a proximity, rule.
She wants you to look at her.
Maybe, I feel like, but she wants, because you could want a guy to look at you with your back turned, like, you could, but like, if you want to look at him, you like him.
Okay.
That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
You can argue with me, like, I'm down.
Oh, I'm down for an argument all the time. Yeah, absolutely.
Leo and Aries, what are you?
Cancer.
Oh.
I have a history of cancers.
Uh-oh.
No, Aries and Cancers supposedly hate each other, but like I have fallen in love with like 3 Cancers.
How could you not fall in love
And then
with Cancer?
and then married a Capricorn. But it's working out.
I married a Scorpio.
Really? Wait,
Did not work out.
Wait, a crab and a scorpion.
Scorpion.
That sounds dangerous. That sounds like
I know.
really like
Right?
you're just like
That's
hurting each other.
Yeah, that kind of is
That's
how
kinda how
it
it
went. Yeah.
Guys, the stars don't lie. Next question, number 3. When is jealousy warranted and when is it not? And should a partner change their habits to make their significant other feel more comfortable?
Is that a connecting question? 2-part question?
2-part question.
That's what the guy wrote in, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I will address the changing yourself. Never,
Yeah.
never ever change
ever.
yourself because it's
No.
not sustainable.
And it's super unattractive.
Yeah, but it's not even sustainable. Like you could change
That's
yourself.
more important, but also
Yeah, it's not.
super not attractive.
Not attractive at all. But it's just not sustainable because you're going to want to be your true self one day, whether it's, in a month or 10 years, and it's going to come out and it's going to make you really uncomfortable in your relationship.
Right.
So I know the people who wrote these questions in, and I have a feeling that this guy may be specifically talking about things like, for example, he's looking at another girl's Instagram, and then his girlfriend finds out and gets jealous.
Okay.
Or that could just be one example.
That's not cool.
Maybe he's talking to other girls. Then he's like, do I need to stop like having girlfriends, or like I feel that. You can correct me, DM me if I'm wrong. That was the vibe that I got from your email.
I just feel.
I don't think that's warranted.
Yeah,
I don't think that's warranted.
I think part of being in a relationship is feeling secure and knowing that, your significant other, like, if they're talking, I mean, I'm guilty. Look, I totally do this to my husband. I'm like, so who's the chick? And he's like, are you kidding? Like, or it's not a chick or whatever.
There's something really healthy about that.
There is, but at the same time, like, I'm just mostly like, I'm yanking his chain, so to speak.
Right.
Just to like get a reaction out of him.
Right. It's almost like flirting.
Yeah. It is, absolutely.
If you're both secure in your relationship,
correct.
That's a way to show that you care.
Exactly.
Oh, that's true.
So it's like, who is this girl? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking that question.
We're basically saying, I love you.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As long as it doesn't go too far.
Correct. Like, I'm not sitting there looking at my husband's phone when he's not around. I'm not like obsessed over it.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't.
a little crazy. Well, well, okay, here's the thing though, but I never see my husband.
Right. No,
So, like,
it's
I have to
totally
check
different.
up.
Yeah.
And I'll probably do that with my boys too.
Yeah.
Call me insane. I have 2 sons and a husband. There's a lot of testosterone going on, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have 2 sons too.
Yeah. And you have a son and a daughter.
I have a son and a daughter.
So
Yeah.
you're equally.
I am. We're equally balanced in our family.
Right.
2 girls, 2 boys.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
I'm jealous. Do you want any fruit? Like, what's happening? You
Yeah.
have the cheese and the bread and the olives.
Yeah, he was like, no.
And the
I'm
meat.
keeping it all for myself.
Thank you.
I'm good without bread. All I
you
need is
are?
wine.
Wait, oh my gosh, no. Like with diet?
Yeah.
Oh
This
my
is a
gosh.
great diet.
I feel like the question's a little more complex.
Yeah.
Because
And in terms of habits, because I just reread it and it said like, you know, should you have to change your habits? If you're leaving your dirty undies on the floor, like that's a habit you could change. But if you are, for example, a gambler or a smoker or something like that, like, and if that's like a non-negotiable for your partner, then right, like, you know, like for example, like when my husband and I first met, like he smoked cigarettes and I was like, this is absolutely not going to work for me because I don't want my kids, my future kids, to be around that. My father was a smoker and I was just like, no. So for him, like he stopped. But like recently I noticed like he smokes when he's stressed out, but it's never around my kids. And he doesn't
he
hide
respected
it.
you.
Yeah, he totally respected me, and he only does it like when nobody's around, and like maybe he's like hanging out with the boys or whatever. He'll have a cigarette, or if he's stressed out, he'll go at work and have a cigarette. But he's never had a cigarette at our house, in front of our house, or anything like that, or in our house.
And that's cool
So-
that he can be honest with you too. Like that says a lot that he can tell you like, yeah, I had a cigarette today.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
you know, and he knows you're not gonna like throw, you know,
Exactly. Like I'm
like
not
light him on fire.
Correct. Exactly.
Have his
Because,
clothes waiting for him
like
at the
the
door.
whole purpose of me telling him that, like, of course I would love for my husband to never touch a cigarette, like not healthy, but
Right.
I can't. You know, I understand that that's something that's really hard to give up, and the fact that like he pretty much gave it up, it says,
amazing.
Right. It says a lot for me.
My husband did that too. He gave up smoking. He just stopped like
Yep.
that. I didn't like give him well, I guess I gave him an ultimatum. I said like,
kind of.
I said like it's been fun, but like I'm not gonna ever marry a smoker, so
Right.
bye. And he was like, no, I'm not a smoker, and I'm like, shut up, you're smoking. He was like, no, and he never touched him again.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far as I know.
Right.
I'll go through his phone later and see. If he's doing it as long as I don't know.
I'm going for number 3
with
these.
smoking.
Right.
Right. Next question. Oh, this is kind of like a hard one. I mean, okay, you know.
I'm drinking.
So,
Oh.
a guy wrote in, how do I stop being the rebound guy who's perfect for the moment and start being the guy people want to date? I realize that I'm a better girlfriend than boyfriend.
Right. Yeah. That is kind of a question a
That's a tough one.
woman would ask.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
That's what a lot
Absolutely.
of women are wondering. How
Oh.
am I not just a one night stand? How do
Right.
I, like,
Yeah.
How do I get somebody serious?
yeah.
How do you get someone to take you serious?
I think that you aren't too overly available. First of all, and that doesn't mean that you have to make stuff up to not be available. You know, like doesn't mean that
Unless you have absolutely nothing going on, and then you might need to.
well, but get something going on.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Like get a life going on that you. It's not that hard. It isn't that hard.
Get a life
There's
going
a
on.
million things I can think think of, like, if I didn't have, like, kids and you know, run a business, like, that I would be like, yeah, I would love to incorporate that. Like, if you have free time, oh my gosh, do some fun stuff.
Absolutely.
You know, like make a life for yourself.
Grow some hobbies.
Like if you, make a life for yourself, that you would be attracted to. You know, like if if you like hiking, if you like painting, if you like photography, whatever, cooking, like whatever it is, like fill your time with something other than like wondering how you can make a girl like you.
You need to learn to love yourself.
That and the beginning of it, right?
Right. Like when I say love yourself, I mean like you need to be like sexually attracted to yourself somehow. If you want someone else to be sexually attracted to you. I'm dead serious. Okay, hear me out. So I don't think anybody can ever love you any more than you love yourself. So if you feel like a big sack of poop, other people are going to feel that way about you as well. If you feel like you are sexy and have it going on and you have a lot to offer, girls are going to think that you do. They're going to believe whatever lie you tell yourself.
Well, because you do. Like, you tell yourself that.
As Eva said, develop yourself into the person that you want to be and then feel good about that. Really, and one way that I do it is, because I mean, obviously I have things that I hate about myself, everyone does, but I really like to focus on the things that I love about myself. So when I start feeling down about myself, you know, like, I have like, whatever, like cellulite, I mean I don't, but like if I did,
never.
None of us do.
If I did,
not an ounce.
I'd be like, but you know what, like, I like the shape of my legs, like I like the shape of my body, like I have a nice butt, like I love my lips. I mean the filler just really off me. My eyelashes are so pretty because I bought a formula from Eva and they're growing so long, and like just fall in love with yourself. Please fall in love with yourself, and then other people can too, and they want to. We want to fall in love.
It's so true.
It's fun.
I think, like, and going off of what you're saying, it's all about self-confidence. Like, if you have confidence, you're gonna get a girl. If you have confidence, you'll get that job that you want. You know, so I think like a lot of things in life just kind of jump off of having confidence. If you feel down on yourself and you lock yourself up in a room and you mope about it, like that's right. I mean, there's just doesn't matter how brilliant you are. Don't do it. I mean, there's just you're not going to be able to go and do anything. And I feel like if you're being thought of as more of the girlfriend than the boyfriend, was that the part of the question?
He's basically like, he's a good friend. He's like friend zone.
Yeah, so I think like, you know, just kind of having that confidence in yourself will allow you to set those boundaries and be like, I'm not going to be friend zones. Like my husband straight up told me, like, I'm not a window shopper. That's what he told me. Because I kept telling him, so window shopper means that my husband refused to be the guy who was just kind of looking on while all these other guys were, you know, making moves and
trying you on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wearing you out.
Wearing me out. Yes, baby. So he was like, I refuse to be a window shopper. And I was just completely devastated. And so I didn't talk to him for like 2 weeks. And
wait, you were devastated?
Yeah, it was, because I talked to him.
He's like, I want to own you.
Because I did. Well, he told me to like lose his number and like stop talking to him. He ignored me completely until I decided.
Because it's about the push and the pull. Like we all want a little bit of challenge.
Yes.
You don't give us a challenge.
It works both ways.
Yes. You don't want that.
You don't want someone who's like,
you don't want that either.
Crawling all over you.
No.
Like, get off.
Exactly. Yeah. So he basically just, he did that, and I walked in the parking lot every morning with the man, and like we taught across the hall from each other. We were both teachers. And so finally I just came up to him in the parking lot one day, and I was like, look, asshole, I'll give you a fucking shot, but I swear to God, if you fuck up and you hurt me, I'm gonna rip your balls off and take them for my trophy, and then we are not gonna be together, and that's
Castrated.
it. Yeah, absolutely, completely castrated. So, but we've been together ever since, and it's been 13 years.
So if you like your balls, if you're attached, anyway, don't screw me over.
Yeah, exactly, because I just didn't have time for that shit, to be quite frank. So,
but he was good.
He was good. 13 years later, we're still together. 10 years of marriage, almost 11, and 2 kids. So,
beautiful
it
story.
worked. Oh, yeah, it's a gorgeous story, isn't it?
Touching. No, I love it. I love it. Did you have anything to add?
I did not have anything to add to that.
I'm so sorry. To the castration story.
Heartfelt castration story.
Okay, I just like that runny cheese was like on the last bite of my rum runner cheese, and like it just was slimed down my. I seriously thought you drooled on it.
I did not.
What did I put in my
have
mouth?
eaten probably like half of this cheese.
Eva's marking her territory.
She's
spitting on it.
Cheese. Want this? Pop these open.
Oh my goodness.
Should we cut them though? Like,
yeah.
You don't want to try each one?
No.
Okay, so
commit.
This one's s'mores. This one's like not Lucky Charms. What is that? Like Fruity Pebbles.
Oh,
I think. No, I don't know actually.
I think let's take a chance.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Oh, because you're on a liquid diet. She only does wine.
Yeah, I only do wine.
That's only,
Wine is my sugar.
only calorie.
Yeah.
Oh, I get that.
I'm
I'm not on that. I'm not on that diet.
I mean, until her liver melts, she's good.
Why don't we like share? I'm gonna get the s'mores one.
Pinch. A little pinch. I want you to try it.
Like, is that a Smurf?
No.
Is it a Smurf?
No,
Smurfs and s'mores.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, didn't get it again. Come on, Shannon.
First try. Slurping it. Oh, it tastes like a s'mores.
It tastes like a campfire. What are you doing over there?
Enjoying my wine.
Luane is living vicariously through.
I am. I'm just watching them chew, and I'm feeling all the calories enter my
This
body.
macaron has sticky marshmallow, chocolate, and the macaron part tastes like it has graham cracker in it.
How did they do that?
I tasted
even
in
like
my
it's like
wine.
melted, like even the marshmallow is melty.
Oh my god, that's the most thing
Amazing.
I've ever
So
tasted.
my hairdresser Jade told me about this place today, and she was like, "You have to give the girls macarons from this bakery." I'd never been there before,
Oh,
but
this is amazing too.
wow.
And what is that one supposed to be?
I don't know.
This one's coconut.
Oh.
It tastes like a coconut cream pie.
Mm.
You can drink chlorophyll water.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Okay, there's a TikTok. There's a TikTok where you guys know about TikToks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
My son told me about it.
My
Is
son
that
too. He's like, Mom, look at the video I uploaded on TikTok.
I am sure.
Yeah, I know. Same.
Wait, okay, so there's one that's like this, she said to my alcoholic friend, and it's like, okay, I
This
can't
is
find
no relation to you.
it. No, but it did remind me of you. No, listen. Okay, so she's like my alcoholic friend, and she's like, so her friend was like guzzling this drink, and she's like, oh my god, what is this? And her friend's like, it's water. And she's like, it's so refreshing, like where do you get it?
So she's calling me an alcoholic. Got it.
Cheers.
Moving
Cheers.
on.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to alcoholism.
I mean, like, when you're a friend, you have to support the good decisions, the bad decisions, the ugly decisions, right? That's what we do. All right. Why do women rely so much on astrology?
Right, weren't we just talking about this?
A little bit. A little
bit.
I know.
Segue.
I thought about it.
Because it gives us a sense of control.
Is that what it is?
That's so true. I never thought about it that way. Yeah, and it's kind of fun. Like for me, it's fun.
I love it. I think it's really fun.
Like on Monday, I was like, why is everything so fucked up? And then someone was like, oh, you know Mercury's in retrograde? And I was like, oh, thank God. So that's why.
That makes
Thank
sense.
you. Thank
I've
you.
never thought about it that way. I think it is a control thing. That's so sad.
I'm not saying,
But that's not necessarily control. That's just like you're saying, like there's a reason
there's a
for your
reason.
erratic behavior besides your period. Like, that's nice.
Yes.
Like,
Although that
why?
is a huge reason.
Right, it's a very valid reason
it's
too.
very valid, and
Absolutely,
don't
yeah,
ever
absolutely.
Fuck around with that.
That's right.
Men have hormones too, though, you know?
They do. I think
Yeah.
they kind of get their periods too.
They do.
24/7.
Like,
It doesn't end. It's like,
It never ends, and it's not cyclical at all.
so there's like no way you can mark that on your calendar. Like 28 days? Nope.
My husband has my ovulation in his calendar on his phone. And he knows exactly when it's happening, and he always reminds me. Because I don't remember, you know what I mean? And he'll be like, you're 2 days away. And I'm like, shut up!
You're like, no one, but doesn't it give you a sense of like relief?
Like, shut up, you mad scientist. Like, who are you?
Like, because
How do
I
you
can count.
count?
Because I can count.
No, I
can count, honey. 1, 2, 3.
like a 2-digit number. No, but like when I found out it was on his phone, I thought that was funny.
That is
sweet.
hilarious.
I think that's sweet, and
That's so weird.
I do because it's like he cares. That
Yeah.
is a portrayal of caring.
He looks at that like we look at astrology. It's a reason. So are these
actually.
girls who don't get PMS? Like some people don't get it.
What do you mean?
You heard?
Like cramps and stuff?
Like they don't get
Or,
the
like,
hormonal
crazy
changes.
feelings.
Oh, they don't get the crazy
There
Oh,
are
the
girls
crazies.
in this world
I am like
who
a
don't.
ravaged beast.
Is it
But
true?
I think, you know what? But I think like pre-kids, I was one of those girls.
No, I was never.
I was never.
Never.
I did not get like hormonal like craziness.
I did.
Yeah,
I
me
did.
too.
I did even more than I do now.
Oh really?
Mhm.
It's mellowed.
Oh.
I feel like mine's getting a little worse as I get older. Like maybe I just have like a higher stress load.
I
Like
also like think it's because I was married to someone who made me crazy. Like everything.
That
I
could
had.
do it. That could definitely. Yeah, I don't feel like I was like that pre-kids.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Like I got cramps and stuff. Like that's how I knew. But like
But
in
what
terms
if we're not PMSing? What if we're literally just reacting to our environment? Like what?
yeah, then there's no
What if we're
excuse.
blaming ourselves, but like
The
really we're
environment.
just like we've got a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a lot to deal with.
We do.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to this girl in years, but she told me one time I was like, so how's it going with like you and so, her husband? She was like,
You know.
I don't want to name any
Yeah.
names. And she was like, I mean, how could it go wrong? It's him. And I was like,
What does that mean?
are you are you complaining that your husband's perfect to me?
Yeah.
Like what? But she
I know, she's like, how could it go wrong? My life is perfect.
right? Like he is so easy. But she said it like he is so easy. Like he never argues with me.
It's so boring.
But like, wouldn't you be scared if your man was not arguing with you? Like,
A little bit.
if
Like, we like the challenge, as we've stated
but
previously.
like, I feel
It
like
has to be fun. There
Yeah.
has to be an element of surprise. Like, of surprise. I just had a temper tantrum. Oh, honey, you're so cute.
yeah, but I feel like if you're not having disagreements, then somebody's disengaged.
Then somebody's withdrawn and doesn't.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter anymore.
Disengaged is the worst. I'd be like, they don't even care.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the worst.
Apathy is worse than hot or cold. Like, we
Yeah,
sound cold, but
absolutely.
like, if you don't even care. Okay, but this guy does care. He's just like really nice. But it got me thinking. Like, I started appreciating my husband more because I'm like, yeah, he's exciting. Like, he keeps me on my toes. You know?
No, that
You
is
never
the
know
challenge.
what's coming next.
That is
Challenge.
really, that is good.
Yeah.
You know, there's still that, like,
Yeah, you don't want to be
Heat
bored.
there.
There's heat. Yeah, we don't like physically abuse each other, so that's good.
yeah,
that's good.
That
Don't
is
call
good.
it cops.
That's a bonus.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy.
Absolutely. All women are.
The
Yeah.
audience right now is like, I'm not. Like, what?
I know you are.
They just turned us off. If you're still listening, like you're one of us, so join the club. We
Yes.
love you.
Come on over.
Come on over. Doors open.
Yep.
Yeah.
We never answered. Oh, did we answer the question why women rely so much on astrology? We
Yeah,
kinda did.
we kind of did.
We
yeah.
did. I want to say one more thing about it. It's like true. So like if you don't like astrology,
But there's just one more thing. It's fucking true. Fuck off.
right? So like unless you like don't believe in the environment and like
The stars in the universe, you don't believe that exists? Alright, fine.
Absolutely.
Okay, how many of you have Googled somebody's sign?
What do you mean Google somebody's sign?
How many of you have Googled, like you meet someone and you Google their sign to see if
Oh,
you're
like to see if you're compatible? Oh, absolutely, 100%, yes.
See, I don't really do that though.
You're the only one dating. The fact that two married women just said,
Maybe that's why we're married. Oh, he doesn't match, but I'm married to him. Darn. She's like, I'm picky. Do you match? No, the stars don't align.
No, like,
It doesn't look.
even like out there, like actually getting to know people. We're just like on our
I know.
phones, like
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we're like
because we're not
sitting there
actually
and we're
meeting anybody.
I don't think there's any problem. I think that some people are into that stuff and some people aren't, and I don't necessarily think maybe it's like a
But like you
female-male
probably
thing.
should. No, you probably should start looking at signs because like even though there's a lot of like BS with it, but like even though that,
Yeah.
just download the CoStar astrology app and it will blow your mind. You can like connect with friends, so like you can connect with us, and it will like the only
We're your friends, Eva.
We're your friends.
You're only friends on the face of the earth.
the CoStar app, and you'll find out if we like each other. It's really important.
I mean, because it seems like you guys like me, but
You have to check it out.
CoStar doesn't lie. It's like, she's faking it, bitch.
This is so true though, because like my friend Gina, so Luann and I have a mutual friend Gina,
Yeah.
and we were like hanging out and like we were like talking about our husbands and stuff, but then I was like, well, I wonder if Gina and I are compatible, and I looked at it and it was like, you're having like some mistrust or like some, like maybe like somebody's not being honest, and I was like, Gina, you're not being honest with me, I know now, like you have a grudge or like whatever, and just like totally made
is
it
it
fine.
true? Was
Oh, totally. I
she
mean,
totally had a grudge.
it said she did.
Okay, so it's true.
It was true.
I didn't.
Because that shit does not lie.
I didn't confront her with it, but I knew in my heart that there was a problem,
Yeah.
and I was just extra nice
That
to her.
just
Poor Gina.
Gina.
We talk about her.
I know. And then like, because you're Aries, right?
Yeah,
and so
we're
is
both
Gina.
Aries.
But Gina's like at a different part of the month, so when you co-starred
She's
me,
a little late.
Yeah, she co-starred me, and then like, cause I'm Leo, I'm a Leo, so she was like, you know, it's something about like
We're
our
super
creativity.
compatible,
Yeah, we
yeah.
were super compatible, and like,
So that's why I invited her onto the podcast. I
Yeah.
took a chance with you. Okay. Here is something though that was really interesting about the CoStar app. So like I was super mad at Amir, my husband. I'm not gonna go into all the details, but like I was pretty sure I was in the right, and I was like totally we're gonna get divorced and like whatever. I like to keep him on his toes, as I said. There's a daily threat.
Very healthy.
on his toes, yes,
Very healthy.
healthy relationship.
Okay, he's like obsessed with work, so I need to like always give him a reason to like come home and like work on me.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
So I was like upset, and I'm like, you know what? Like I can't deal with this anymore. And then I went on the CoStar app and like I snuck onto like his page. And it was like, the significant other in your life is going to hurt you, and you need to be like aware. And I was like,
Oh my gosh.
I'm the bitch.
So the app told you were the problem, so you believed it.
Well, the app told me I was the I was like really.
That's a problem.
Get your ladies to
I was
subscribe.
Let's go back to that confidence piece again.
It was cool though. It was cool, guys, because I was like, I don't want to hurt him. You know?
Yeah.
His significant other is hurting him, and I can do something about that personally.
The significant
And it was empowering. And now we had like a really great night last night. It was awesome. So I have to say,
Well,
there's more to the app than meets the app.
nice.
Okay.
All right, the app saved a marriage.
It might make you lucky.
Isn't there a song?
There are no songs.
There was a song.
Yeah.
That lucky song. Oh my gosh.
Britney
All night to
Spears.
get
No. Yes. Yeah. See, she knows what I'm talking about. Get with the program.
Yes,
Yes, that one.
Question number 6. What the actual? How many questions?
We did 5 in like 2 hours.
And that's just the first portion.
Boy, we are getting in depth here.
for
Yeah,
that.
we didn't give a good answer. We gotta give a solid answer.
The
Oh,
answer,
our answer was that we're crazy?
Yeah.
no, we are not crazy.
Official response.
Official response, we're crazy. Crazy ass bitches.
Mixed signals. Okay. What did this guy mean? I forget who asked this question.
Mixed signals, I guess that means like,
Everybody
you know,
gives mixed signals.
Yeah.
And women give mixed signals.
the mixed signals are in your brain.
I don't. I'm just like right here with you, baby.
No, you're not.
No, they're all in
I'm
your
not
head.
taking mixed signals.
They're made up, they're
what
in
you
your
see is
head.
what you
You create the mixed signals.
You're crazy.
Wait, who are you talking to?
Whoever wrote this question of what
You
to do when
created
girls
us.
give
Why
you-
are you giving us mixed signals?
Exactly.
Why are you writing me?
And that is
Making
why.
me feel a certain way and then like not talking
No,
to you.
I'm having mixed signals about this question. To be honest, I think that sometimes giving men mixed signals makes women feel powerful.
Ooh.
That's very true.
I think that's a possibility. Not that I've ever
Done it?
engaged in that
I
activity.
don't think I've ever given mixed signals.
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
We need an
Why,
example.
why do you do it?
We need an
Yeah.
example.
Because like I just said, it is like if you've been like after I got in my marriage, I think that I gave some mixed signals. First of all, because I didn't really know how I was feeling, and second of all, because keeping them kind of like at bay was safe and also made me feel like I had some control over the situation.
Because you were creating, like you got to decide.
Right.
And you made him want you more.
Right. And it was like it made me feel a little bit more powerful.
Okay, did you like this guy?
I did. I did like this
You
guy.
actually like this guy you're playing around with.
Okay, so mixed signals does not equal a
Right.
like,
Yeah.
okay.
It just, I mean, I think in that situation, it can mean that the person that you're dating is not, or that you're getting these mixed signals from, is not ready to date,
Okay.
is in a situation, in a phase of their life where they're a little confused,
Yeah.
perhaps. And that maybe they were in a situation before where they had no power over the situation,
Yeah.
which was my dilemma, which was my situation with my ex-husband, where I had like zero power in that relationship. And
And so
so
then you suddenly have the power and it feels good.
it does,
Yeah.
right? You
Who
feel
doesn't
like
want power?
Yeah.
Like,
I think everybody, to a certain extent.
I'm trying to think if
I'm
I've
not-
ever played games. Like, I don't know.
I don't think I ever played games.
I'm sure that I've played games, but like with my husband and they're fun.
If I've ever
Always
played
ends
games
well.
with you, please DM me.
Yeah.
I'd love to
Ooh,
know
that's
if I've
so
ever played
good.
games with you.
If somebody DMs Luann, I'm totally gonna post it on the next podcast. Like,
Oh my god, don't DM me! I probably unfriended all of them, to be honest.
I have never blocked or unfriended anybody.
Oh.
In fact, I'm starting to feel
I totally
like
did
I'm
Facebook cleanses because I was like,
Really?
I don't talk to you anymore. You don't deserve to be like seeing my life.
That's true.
So I do Facebook cleanses all the time. I'm such a bitch.
like I just don't even look at I don't even look at Facebook. Like
I don't either.
I every once in a while like I'll look to see what you're doing or like whenever like whoever watches my stories like I try to like I'm like sorry not whoever watches my stories but like whoever watches to the end of my stories I try to like think oh these people want to connect with me like they're interested in me and like I feel like I want to be friends with them too you know what I'm saying like not the ones who drop off after the first two I hate
Right,
those
yeah.
those people I hate I never want to see my face again stop following me
Stop following me.
cut me off right now
Shannon.
no but the thing
Give him a
is
shot.
the thing is like how many
You
people
realize-
like watch all your stories like they get to the end but they weren't actually paying attention to any of them they were just like yeah
I don't know. I never
Like, okay,
I never put
yep,
any
next
stories
Oh.
on Instagram.
yeah I've never seen your stories
Because I don't put any stories. I don't even know how to do that.
I think I like my first
Eva.
story.
I can teach you
Of course she can.
Of course she
I think
can.
my first story was like probably our first podcast.
no way
Yeah, I don't think I never
What?
did on
you
Instagram.
looked really good in that story I look like a chipmunk like on
What story?
drugs I nearly deleted it, but I'm like, okay, that's super selfish. Louie looks really good. And
That's so sweet.
I'm a good
It means
friend.
the world to me, Shannon.
You know I like you, if I let myself be ugly in a picture with you in it because you look good.
That's true. That is the
I've
real
never
ultimate-
seen an
that is the
ugly
ultimate test.
picture of you, honestly.
But that's the truth too. We're gonna have to go sing karaoke after this. Like,
Yeah, that would be so much fun.
we have to.
Are you serious?
We're
Will Uber's
downtown.
there? Okay, do you know a good place?
No, but
I like you.
But I
The
love
Rock Box.
karaoke.
We'll go to the Rock Box.
Not a date.
Are you serious?
I am so down. Yes.
I love karaoke.
Yes.
Having friends is fun.
Okay,
You
let's
should try it.
You try it.
So, how to be good husband material. First of all, can I just say, like, this guy just scored a ton of points because, like, what guy even cares? Like,
That's true.
I think my husband was pretty much concerned if I was good wife material.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever questioned himself as a husband.
Yeah.
No.
Until I had to bring it up. My answer to this is, if you are teachable, this goes with wife or husband, or whether you believe in marriage and you want to like spend your life with like a person. If you're gonna spend your life with a person, I think no matter what else, if that person is like willing, okay, because we talked earlier about not changing yourself for anyone, okay?
Correct.
So there are like fundamental things about who you are.
Yeah.
Like, if you are a fuckboy, okay, and that is who you are, like, don't change.
What's that even mean?
Like,
what does it mean to be a fuckboy?
It's like so self-explanatory. Like, a
Somebody
guy
who
who
likes
Somebody who just likes to fuck.
yeah,
Okay.
like they play games and that's
Just
all
kidding.
they want.
I totally knew what that meant.
But I'm saying if you are one, or if you, whatever you are, like, just be a good one. and don't change, because that's like a fundamental part of like what you need out of life, or like what you want out of life. Okay, like smoking cigarettes is not like a fundamental part of who you are. It's like an addiction.
Right.
So,
Right, yeah.
that's the kind of thing, like, you know, if the person that you're with is like, that's a non-negotiable for me, I don't want cigarettes in my house or in my life or in my lungs or my kids' lungs, and then you're like, yeah, I don't either, then like, whoa, you're like so compatible. Like, that's amazing.
Don't you think that being good husband material would vary from girl to girl though? Like some
Yes.
girls care about like the money or whatever. Like
Yeah.
for me, it was all about ambition.
Well, I
Because
think that-
that is sexy.
we were in our 20s. Like, let's
But
be real.
I think that it all boils down to like a few basic things, though.
Yeah.
Like and money, ambition, whatever it
But
is.
some girls might not care. Like, some girls literally might want to like come home and play video games and smoke pot with their husband, and that's like what
right.
they
But
want.
it's like those things boil down to like, do you feel safe with that person?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I think that that's what it is. Do you feel safe, seen, heard?
Yeah.
You know?
So good.
Is there respect,
Yeah, respected.
trust?
And trust. Yeah. Can you trust this person?
Yeah.
Like that's what it all. I feel like all these like kind of things boil down to
You
that.
have to be
that thing,
able,
right?
You have to be able to trust the person that
Yeah.
you're with.
Yeah.
Like, I think being teachable and then feeling safe, feeling
Yeah.
seen and heard.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's the same for a guy. Like, maybe a guy doesn't care if you see him or not. Like, I don't know.
No, I think that being a human, like humans
Yeah.
do want to be seen and heard, and
Yeah.
like and feel safe
Yeah.
with the
Safe.
people that they're with.
And then everything else beyond that is a teachability thing. Because
Yeah.
if you feel safe, you feel seen, and you feel heard, and you have
And
honest,
there's trust.
you can talk to the person. They're not going to like be like a crazy psychopath.
And also, I think communication.
That's why you need the co-star astrology app. Maybe that's my tip. I don't know. Get on it. Because it will tell you things too, like how to communicate better with like different signs, and it's so accurate. It's like creepy, actually, how accurate those can be. Yeah.
All right.
Like, it has my husband down.
Skeptical.
It has my husband down to a T, and it has me down. And every day when I look at it, it's like exactly, it'll tell me what my struggles are, what my strengths are. And I'm like, how does it know me? Like, it's almost intrusive.
Back up.
Back up,
sorry.
Give me some room to breathe.
No.
I think like they're like, it's dating Siri, and they're just like all spying on everyone. Like, they're gonna like a relationship. Maybe.
Watching your podcast.
Does it count as a view?
I like the next question.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Does a guy have to have money to have a chance? Let's go.
Yes.
Ooh.
So my answer is no. He has to have ambition.
Ooh, I like
Because
that.
can I tell? I'm gonna be real. Here's a real moment. Money comes and goes.
That's true.
very, very quickly at any point in time. And so, honestly, for me, if a man has ambition, like that's all I care about personally. Like I think like ambition is the number one thing, because if the ambition and the passion are there, the money's gonna come.
Yeah.
And, you know, like honestly, like I think that, you know,
I mean, ambitions and smarts, right? Like
Correct.
they can't
Absolutely.
just
They
have
can't-
ambition and
Correct.
then like nothing happens from it.
Correct. Yes. You know, I feel like honestly that's what attracted me to my husband the most. Money is not everything, because I would much rather have a man that I trust than all the money in the world. Because if I felt like if I felt insecure with my husband, that would be torturous to me.
You would go crazy.
I would go crazy.
So all the money in the world can't help crazy.
Correct. Exactly. That's exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
100%.
happy in that situation.
With the Hiltons.
Yeah.
Name dropping. She's
that I
like,
know
I
them.
know them personally.
I don't know them personally.
The
That's my
Kardashians are
stance.
doing well.
They're
Have you been keeping
they're
up?
They're totally not crazy. Okay, so here's my take on that. Like, and I get, like, I totally get what you're saying about the ambition.
Yeah.
So for me, dating at 41,
Yeah.
that's awesome if you have ambition. What did your fucking ambition do for you lately?
Yeah, because you're talking
You
about
know?
like guys your age and stuff.
41 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you were younger, like
If I was younger, if I was in my 20s,
Correct.
if I was in my 20s,
Yeah.
yes, give me some fucking ambition.
Okay,
That is so
but if you're
attractive.
like, if you're nearly
But
50
no,
years
exactly.
old and you've
I
had no
agree.
successes in
Yeah.
life and you're just still trying to run by on ambition.
Well, and so you've had ambition. So you have
Yeah.
ambition. You've made money. You've
Yep.
lost money, but you haven't put any aside. You haven't planned for your future.
Yeah.
You haven't planned for like
Family.
a family. You haven't planned for even your own freedom to travel,
Yeah.
to do things that are fun for you to do. Like you're just going from paycheck to paycheck. That's not attractive
Correct.
at all, right?
Yeah, I thought about that too, because I was thinking like when I saw this question, I was thinking about like, okay, I am now 36. Like, what if I was 36 and I was asked this question, or I saw this question, and I feel like, you know, some sort of stability would be needed.
Right, and it's not necessarily the stability piece, it's the freedom piece. Like, I don't need a man to take care of me because I am doing fine, right?
Right.
I need a man who's able to, if I say, like, hey, I got invited to go on this trip to the Bahamas, next,
Like he can afford to go with you.
that he can freaking afford to go with me.
Right.
You know, and be like, I can do that. You know, because I could do that. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's attractive to me and someone else. That
Can I tell you guys about the boyfriend I had before my husband? Because this is funny.
Sure.
So, I don't know why, but like I always like was attracted to poor guys. I think I have like that savior complex or something.
oh gosh, yes.
But this guy was like, I mean, he was kind of like poor. Like he didn't really have to, I don't think he had a job. But somehow, he was still paying for everything. Like he was taking me to the coolest places. We were together for 4 years, okay? So like 2 years went by and he's like paying for everything. And I'm like, I love this guy. Like he loves me so much. And then 2 years into the relationship, turns out his credit card got maxed.
I was gonna say, what's his credit score?
I was so dumb. I'm like, I don't know where he's getting the money, but it's like so sweet.
But
He's
who
taking
cares?
care of
It's
me.
his credit that's getting trashed.
And then suddenly he was like, you help me pay off my credit cards, I'm maxed out. And then suddenly it was like totally reversed, like now I'm paying for him. Like I'm like, yeah, oh wow, oh yeah, that's a big problem. And then I was like, you know, it was one of those give and take relationships.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible, Shannon.
He does a little, I do a little,
Yeah.
you know?
You both gave.
We're both the
There was
givers.
give and take.
That didn't work out.
That
wasn't the reason.
Yeah, that was not.
wasn't the reason.
You did not feel safe or heard
I don't even,
or
you know what's
seen.
funny? I was just like, wow, that thought was really irresponsible, but like I wasn't even affected. I'm like, yeah, I'll take care of you. Like, let me take care of you.
There's something to be said for that too.
Then I became the husband in that relationship.
Well, you were in your 20s?
Yeah, I was in my 20s.
Then there you go. Like, that's so
childless in my 20s, reckless. Like,
different.
one night we slept on a bus because we didn't have anywhere to go. It was so romantic. Sorry, Amir. It was really gross. I hated it. It was disgusting. Oh my gosh. Hate being poor.
Anyway.
So my favorite quote, to go with this question of if you should have money or not, Marilyn Monroe as Lorelei Lee or something, and as a Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Mm-hmm. She's talking to this guy, so like she's in love with this millionaire, right? And the father approaches and he's like, I know you don't fool me, you're just trying to marry my son for his money. And she's like, oh no, not at all. And he's like, well then what are you doing? She's like, I want to marry him for your money. I was like, I knew it. And she's like, you're so silly. Don't you understand? A guy being rich is like a girl being pretty. A guy wouldn't marry a girl just because she's pretty, but my goodness, doesn't it help?
Right?
I love that line.
It does help.
Yeah.
It really does help.
Does.
A guy wouldn't marry a girl just because she's pretty, but my goodness, doesn't it help?
Right, yeah. Definitely. I mean, it definitely makes people more attractive, but I feel like...
I mean, what's the deal?
But I feel like if you
can also be like pretty, that's
right, exactly.
the whole package. Like
Absolutely.
Pretty and rich, great.
Yep. We're gonna like
My number is...
number 9. Ooh.
Wow, we're getting there.
Do girls still want a guy to pay for the date, or do most girls prefer Dutch?
Nobody prefers fucking Dutch.
Nobody?
Who?
I don't.
Yeah, no thank you.
No.
You can pay. Like,
You
what
can
the
pay.
fuck?
Just pay for the fucking, like,
I don't
pay
know.
for the date. This company.
I think so.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, what's the question?
So my hairdresser today, her name's Jade, and I ask her a lot of these questions. She's so cute. She's really pretty, and she's in her 20s. And she said she wants to go Dutch. Like, if she's on a date, she wants to pay her part, she wants him to pay his part. She does not...
On the very first date?
Yeah, like it makes...
I don't.
So then...
I do not.
So then...
On the first date, I want them to pay for me. Like, put your money where your mouth
like
is.
the age difference. Like,
Might be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think
might
so.
we can't talk for
Yeah.
every girl in the world, but it was
Yep.
cool to get a
Or every
20-year-old
woman in the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm every woman. But I could have belted that and it would have been funny. It's getting hot. So Jade was saying she wants to either split the bill
On the first
or
date?
on the first date,
See,
or
no.
she said whoever asked for the date should pay. And I'm like, Jade, like if you initiate the date, like you're gonna pay for him? She's like, yeah. This is her point. She's like, I have a good job. I'm going places. I'm gonna buy myself a Birkin bag. I don't need a guy to pay for me. Like
You don't need it. I don't need it either.
It's part of her
Nobody-
ambition though. So I kind of was like trying to understand because I was
Okay.
shocked. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sure my mouth was like dropped. I was like I have no problem with anybody paying anything for me. I'm trying to put myself in to people doing nice things for me. I don't mind.
But it's almost like the same thing as like, I am totally capable of paying for myself.
Yeah.
And I'm totally capable of opening the door for myself as well.
Right, exactly.
It's just a nice gesture.
But it's like hard. Because you have to carry your heavy purse.
It's true. There's a lot of cosmetics in there.
That's where you get all the money.
And all those lots of
So
cash.
she needs like, you know.
All that cash that I'm not paying for my drinks.
If a guy let me pay for something, I would hate him. I would hate him.
I would
be like, you
I would be
don't
skeptical.
care about me.
I wouldn't even
protect me.
You know, I wouldn't hate him. I would be skeptical. I think it would cause me to be a skeptic.
Yeah.
I would be like,
don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, does he actually like me?
Right.
Or, you know, is there like a respect thing there?
Right.
Or, you know, am I just like a friend now
Right,
because
like-
we're splitting the
right,
bill? Like, that's how it would make me
yeah.
feel.
Like,
I would
feel
be
that way.
insulted. I would feel that I wasn't pretty. I would go home and cry.
Oh no.
I love
when
it, though.
when
That's
I
why I love it.
first started like dating after getting divorced,
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah, of course I'm going to pay my part. Of course, like, I'm capable of it.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to do that. Like, and then after a while, I was like, you know what? We do so much as women.
We do.
We do so
We
much.
do
as,
more than men,
we
to
do
be honest.
so much as women.
Yes.
Like, once you're in a relationship and you have a family and you have that dynamic, women really, we do toe the line.
I do a lot.
Right?
We all do.
We
I
toe
do
the line,
a lot.
right?
Yeah.
So is it so much to ask for them to pay for that first date?
Yeah.
You know, for the tab on the first date?
Yeah.
And then when
And
you
I
run out of
appreciate-
money, you can ask her to pay.
Your
credit card bills. When your credit card is maxed out.
So for me, like on the first date, if they don't pay for if they don't pay for our drinks on the first date,
It's like they don't care.
they don't get a second date.
that's-
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't even care how much I might like them or not. Like, I will not go on a second date
But
with
clearly,
them. I will not.
this again, like I feel like a lot of these questions are very personal preference.
They are. That's why Jade's response was so good.
You know, like I feel like, and so I kind of go back to the whole point of like what works for you and the girl that you're dating.
And here's how
like,
you can
if
tell.
it works, like that's a match.
But
you know what I
here's,
mean?
can I just
Yeah.
put a little
Yeah.
caveat in there? Like, I think that you should, as a man, you should always offer to pay for the first
agree.
round.
Let me take it a step further.
Be more cheap.
Here's what you're gonna do. When you meet it, ow, gosh, oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry to laugh. I don't mean to laugh at your pains.
Are you serious?
What
What'd you do?
I'm being dramatic, Louise.
Oh.
What happened?
No, I haven't been sleeping lately, as I told you, because
Yeah.
I'm tormenting myself. And I'm like when you're creative, like when you're doing creative projects, you know, like your brain goes everywhere, and like the more creative projects I take on, the more like I can't sleep. But anyway, I like hit my elbow like super hard the other day on a marble corner, and it split. I've never had like my elbow like actually like the skin split. Sorry, continue chewing.
Your skin
Yeah,
split?
like the elbow like it split open, and I was like bleeding so much. And then this morning, as I was getting ready, for no reason, I hit it again.
Oh my
On the
God.
shelves. I know. I'm like pulling a shirt down. I'm like bang.
Ow.
And then I can't even like put my elbow like on the table. Like I just put my weight on it, and it's like
Oh my
hurts
God.
so bad.
You need stitches.
And you really wanted to know all that.
You need stitches.
I need to sleep. I just need like a good night's sleep. So
Yeah,
I stopped hitting
you
my
really
elbow
do.
on like random objects. Like,
So you need to go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
Except for tonight. We're
Okay.
going to go fucking
Okay.
karaoke.
Yes. It's gonna be so much fun.
Here we are.
I really like
We're going to
this.
look this up.
Yeah.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take the girl out. You're gonna offer to pay. She's gonna maybe say no, I can pay for myself. And you're gonna be like, cool, I'd really like to pay for you.
Yes.
And then she's either gonna be like, let's go to your house right now, or she's gonna be like, no, I really can pay for myself. Oh, that was so
Nobody-
wrong.
no
let
woman.
me start over.
Yeah.
It was just like the way he said it was so sexy in my head. I was like, okay. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go out to eat with this girl, and then you're gonna say, I got this. And then she's maybe gonna say, no, it's okay. I can pay for myself. Or I got this.
No,
And
or
then
you
you're
could
gonna
say, let me get the first round.
Wait. Oh yeah, you can say let me get the first round.
Like, that's, this
Okay,
is like,
can you say your sexy voice? Like, do your sexy voice. Like, look at the camera there. Oh, shut up.
do my first round.
No, stop pressing your breasts into my hand.
I can't help it.
That's your sexy way.
They're super big. They just get in the way. Like
She's like, I want you to really feel the experience of my request. And then you're gonna say, I'd really like to pay. I'd really like
get the first round. I'd really like to
get the first
I'd like to get the first round. Yeah, like that. That's a good
And then here's the thing. If she's like, no, dude, like really, I've got this. You're gonna be like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool. And if she's like, wow, thank you, you're gonna be like, No problem.
No
And
problem.
you're gonna give her a wink? No, don't give her a wink. Oh my gosh, that's so cheesy.
Don't give her a wink.
And then that is how you're gonna know if you should pay for the girl or not. Simple as that.
Right.
You ask
but the
twice.
thing is,
If
like,
she refuses twice, let her do what she wants to do.
and don't say like, I'd like to take care of this for you. Just say, let me get the first round, because that is very equal opportunity.
And then when it comes to the second round, just be like, let me get the second round.
And then she'll be like, no, I got it. And you'll be like, thank you.
No,
No?
he should
No.
say it one more time.
Yeah.
No,
No,
let me
seriously.
get-
Like, let me get it.
Let
I
me get
get
it.
it. It's okay.
If it
Yeah,
Let's
comes
have
to-
fun. Let's have fun tonight.
Yeah. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Keep them
Oh,
coming.
you get
Keep 'em
next
coming.
time.
Yeah, you get next time.
Exactly.
Very attractive.
If she
Very
agrees,
attractive.
just keep saying you get next time, and then next time just keep offering.
Yeah.
Because you want her to fall in love
So
with
then
you.
you're gonna doesn't
She's
know.
in a place in
If
her
there
life,
was a
and if
ma-
there, and no matter what the age is, if the girl's in a place in her life where she like really wants to own herself and like own
Yeah.
what she does, and she's ambitious,
More power to her.
and she wants to pay for you and like make you into her sex slave, like go for it.
Oh my god, lucky you.
Like lucky
you.
you. Okay, here's the thing: you gotta make the girl feel pretty.
Make the girl feel
You
taken
wanna-
care of.
You want to make her feel like
Important.
you want to make her feel like you would
Right?
die for her. If
Yeah.
you won't buy her a drink, you won't die for her.
Absolutely
what is
not.
wrong with you?
What is wrong? Crack that bottle open.
Uh-huh.
Be so amazing.
Are you guys gonna come with us to karaoke? Are you gonna buy the first round?
Let me mix.
Top her off. No, you gotta top her off.
Wait, no, this is a different
Well,
wine.
chug that shit, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Hurry up, let's go.
Running out the pills. Running out the pills.
I've been in several things. I was in the drug business and I was in the oil business, but I'm not either one now, you understand?
Tune in next week to see if I survived another drink, and listen in as Luann, Eva, and I continue answering your questions. We also weigh in on relationship deal breakers that you send in to us, and we're giving you our last 2 tips, including a luxurious DIY sugar scrub that will make your skin so silky smooth, and you can make it from 2 ingredients that I know you have in your kitchen cupboard. Also, please hit subscribe and hit that little thumbs up button if you liked it. That just lets me know, and it means the world to me, seriously. And also, if you want to leave a comment, I will be reading them and responding. Until next time, XX Shrazzi.